And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
And welcome to a special presentation of Riverton High School basketball here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today Media. As a reminder, if you're listening on the radio, you can stream it on our YouTube page. We also have that link handily up on our Facebook page as well, but you can just search WYO Today and pull it up and watch all the action here. This is your voice of Riverton Wolverine basketball, Kevin Shields, and I'm joined, as always, his finals got moved up, so he was able to complete them early. It is Cameraman Connor. Cameraman Connor, tell the people hi.
Hi.
A man of many words. We are at the Flaming Gorge down here at Green River and Rock Springs. The two school districts team up to pull off what is one of the best invitationals that we visit away from home. It is always a fun time. It's always well done, and boy, they've got a decent amount of people filing in here for a 1 o'clock game on a Thursday, as Riverton will face the Mountain View Buffaloes. It is boys' game first. They will be facing here, and then after the game, just so you know, we're going to tear down real quick. We're going to go off the air for a little bit. We usually stay with you, and that's because we've got to move locations and go just a couple blocks up the road, maybe 1/10 of a mile or two, to Lincoln Middle School, always a great venue for this invitational and tournament, and that's where the girls will be playing at 4:20. Then to give you a peek at the rest of the day here on the WYO Today Family and Networks, you will have Lander on at 11th. It looks like, hold on, I'm trying to pull up the right date here. Wyoming Indian will face off the Lady Chiefs at 6 and the boys at 7:30. And they're hosting Moorcraft at Wyoming Indian. And you can join Cody Beers and his team out there on 99.1 KWYW. Tomorrow's games, we've got a whole slate. The earliest game will be at 9 a.m. At 9 a.m. and 10:30 on KWYW, 99.1 The Heat, Wyoming Indian Lake Chiefs, and then the Chiefs will face off against, it's saying Thermopolis. I do have a question on that because the Riverton boys face Thermopolis tomorrow. So that I don't know if that's how that is squaring off, but I know Thermopolis is on their way. So Riverton tomorrow here on the networks will be at 1 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. The girls are going to be at 1 o'clock, and they'll be from Rock Springs High School facing Glen Rock. The boys will face Thermopolis at 6, and they'll be at Lincoln Middle. So you'll be able to join us at 1 and 6 for Riverton basketball. If you're looking for Lander basketball tomorrow at 4:30 and 7:30, the boys play, and they are going to, as the girls and boys split up, they're at the Douglas tournament. And the boys, first off, are going to face Wheatland and then Douglas to join Ernie and Tarrant at 4:30 and at 7:30 on 93.1 KFCW. Same game that we're doing, but Thermopolis tomorrow. You've got some games on KDNO with Kevin Gerber in team. He's got a 420 against he's got a 420 against Evanston at Lincoln Middle. They turn right around and play at 6. That's not overly fair, but against Riverton at Lincoln Middle. And then at 11, the girls are playing Evanston. They're not playing back-to-back. So the girls, Thermopolis against Evanston, Thermopolis boys against Riverton. And we've also got 11:20, the Thermopolis boys against Glen Rock at Lincoln Middle. So the boys are doing double duty tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we'll finish up at 12:20. We had to kind of make a call one way or the other. We're going to go with the boys on this one, just based on viewership numbers and stuff like that. The girls play at an hour and 40 minutes or so before the boys do, and they play cross town. So on Saturday, at 12:20, Connor and I will be with Riverton as they'll face Uinta at Rock Springs High School. So that's going to be exciting, and we'll be right back with the Ranger Keys to the Game here on WYO Today.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Let's go. Every time we on the field, we coming to give a show.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on KTAK and WYO Today. So Ranger Keys to the Game. Riverton, for the first time in a long time. Of course, last year's team, so senior dominated. This one, too, it seems young, but it's not. 6 seniors on it. But last year, they were the smaller, scrappy one in the fights. This game, Mountain View is the smaller, scrappier one, potentially. They're known for their athleticism. They're known for their speed. So one of the keys to the game is Riverton's going to have to take advantage of that height and win the rebounding battle. One of the things that's kind of cost them at times in their 2 losses at the Strand game was giving up offensive rebounds. So they've got to take care of the ball in the glass. They've got the advantage. They've not only got they got the width and the length and the height. So they should be able to do that. And then the other key of the game, another key of the game is going to be really simply start to kind of develop an identity. Right now, these guys are just, they've practiced, they've played 3 games, 3 against very good opponents, especially 2 of them in the top 5. So really start to kind of figure out who's going to be the dependable, consistent outside shooter to go along with Cox and Malachi Smith in the middle and underneath. And the last one, as it is with anything, you're playing at a different time. You just got down here. You drove on a bus for 2.5 hours or rode on a bus. So take care of the basketball. Turnovers in these things where you play 3 games in a row, turnovers play a critical role. And then kind of not really a key of the game, but something we'd kind of like to see and what would be beneficial for the Wolverines is going to be possibly get up early and be able to go deep into playing time. They already use their bench in critical minutes, but really get some of these of the younger guys a little more consistency as far as give them, instead of getting their normal 2 or 3 minutes, give them 5, 6, 7 if you can, and save your starters and save some of those legs for the next 2 days. As Thermopolis coming in, just moved tomorrow, just moved down to 2A, obviously, and they have visions and dreams of competing for the state title. They're a very good team. Talking with Kevin Gerber, our play-by-play and voice of the Thermopolis Bobcats. So I'm looking forward to that one. You should be too. It's going to be a great game. We got about 2.5 minutes left here until tip-off, and we'll be right back with your Sutherland's starting lineups here on KTAK and WYO Today.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens. Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
And welcome back. We're going to segue off the screen here and get the scoreboard up, as they are not going to introduce lineups. We'll get the starting lineups as we go here. And it will be Riverton and Mountain View. Riverton is in their white, traditional kind of white home uniforms with red numbering and black outlining. And Mountain View, Connor, help me out. What color is that? They're wearing black, blue, and white?
Purple.
Okay, purple, black, and white. Thank you. Good to have a son who's not colorblind. Your starters for Riverton on the starting line are going to be Aiden Kelly, Ryan Cox, Malachi Smith, Josiah Hernandez, and Brandon Monroe, as you would expect. Mountain View's going to win the tip. They're going left to right on your radio dial. They're going to have Dash Manson, Kaiser, Casey Walker. Blocked by Malachi there as they went inside. Looking to get it into Casey Walker. He is blocked out of bounds. It'll be baseline out for them. Colt Madsen and Phillips are in there. Phillips is a freshman for them. Inbounded deep. Excuse me, it's not Phillips. It's number 21. It's Colangelo. I didn't see the 1 originally. He's going to drive in, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by Riverton. Bringing it quickly up is Hernandez. Goes to Monroe on the right wing, looking for Kelly on a cut. He's not there. He goes up top to Hernandez. Hernandez drives in, stops from 15 feet out, goes underneath to Monroe. And Monroe is going to get called for a travel. Was going to try and put up a shot, just did not hit anything with it. Came right down into his hands. So the travel is there. And it will go over to the Buffaloes. Bring it across mid-stripe is Casey Walker. He goes to his left, now back up top to Colangelo. Colangelo runs off a screen, now trying the pick and roll. Inside, put up for two, no good. Rebound by Smith. The miss by Kaiser. Smith gets it to Kelly. Kelly coming across the timeline on the right, now to Smith, 30 feet from the basket. Smith to Cox at the free throw line. He turns, backing his guy down, little turn and fade away, no good. Rebound by Mountain View. They're trying to break. They dish out for an open three. No good. Missed by Colangelo. Rebound, though, is by Mountain View. They get the offensive board. They'll reset. They kick it out. It winds up with Dash Madsen. Now Colangelo, now back over to Kaiser up top. Kaiser going to his right. Tries to hand it off to Dash Manson. He's guarded by Monroe. Monroe just got a little too physical, 30 feet away from the basket with the hand checking, and that is going to be the first against Brandon Monroe. He'll be team first as well. Scoreless here with 6:16 left in the first quarter. First day of the Flaming Gorge in Rock Springs and Green River. Inbound goes towards midcourt. Now they try and get back inside to Kaiser. Kaiser hands it off to Linford, who's checked in. Linford goes up and misses. Rebound by Riverton. Not really good shooting so far by anybody. Smith drives in, dishes out for a three to Blake Gantenbein, who checked in. No good. Rebound by Mountain View. Mountain View looking to drive. Walker takes it underneath. Casey Walker, that is, lays it up. No good. Rebound by Malachi Smith, who gets out to his brother Eric, who checked in. He'll drive the hole. No good. Rebound by Cox, and then it goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by the Buffaloes. Colangelo. 5:39 to go in the first. 0-0. And no one's been overly close to actually getting in the bucket. A lot of short shots, a lot of underneath, just leaving layup short. You wonder if it's 1 o'clock, it's not 9 a.m. like we've seen before, a little grogginess. Gantenbein inbounds to a wide open Cox on the block, puts it up, and we have our first 2 points of the day. Riverton up 2-0 with 5:28 left and counting in the first quarter. Bringing it over the timeline is Kaiser. Kaiser hands off to Dash Manson, who now gets Colangelo. Colangelo trying to drive down the middle, and Malachi Smith says no. Just blocked it, stripped it out of him on midair. Gets it to Eric Smith, who finds an open Gantenbein. He'll take a dribble, get it into Malachi, up and one! Nice decision to make the extra pass there by Blake Gantenbein. He gets the assist and the and one. Foul is against, we're trying to see here, it's against number 3, Kaiser. His first, team first of the first quarter. And Malachi Smith will go to the charity stripe, looking to complete the old-fashioned three-point play with 5:08 left in the first. Now, folks, I'm trying to conserve my voice at least somewhat here. I'm sick Monday and Tuesday, couldn't talk. So Connor said he'll do some light color at some point. Shot is put up from the charity stripe and missed by Smith. And it remains 4-0. Dash Manson gets it on the right side. Neither team pressing. Madsen has to give it up to Colangelo. He's guarded tightly by Gantenbein. Now has to swing it over to Kaiser. Now back up top and well away from the basket up to Casey Walker. Walker drives to his left, hands it off to Dash Manson. They collapse on him, and they have to dish it all the way back out. Casey Walker now with it, will drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound is by Garrett Jackson, who's come in. Casey Walker just can't buy a shot. Garrett Jackson to Bo Anderson. Bo Anderson puts it up, no good. Malachi Smith able to get the board, good. Just used his strength there to rip it away. Oh, nicely done by Malachi Smith. Quickly down the court. Mountain View trying to go inside. They just have no advantage there. They're very much undersized. And they'll dish it out. Now looking for a three. They need it. They can't get it as Dash Manson misses it. Dash Matson. And rebound again to Riverton. Eric Smith bringing it up. Hands it off to Gantenbein. Gantenbein looking to drive. Stops at the high block. Finds Malachi Smith on the low block. And they converge. And the ensuing melee will go out of bounds. And will stay with Riverton. Aiden Kelly and Cox coming back in. They'll come in for the Smith boys respectively. Weber coming in for, not Weber. Carr coming in for Mountain View. Inbound to Kelly, open for three. Good, Aiden Kelly from downtown. And it's now 9-0 with 3:22 to play in the first quarter. Dash Manson brings over the timeline. It's going to be deflected out of bounds. Looks like Bo Anderson got a piece of that on the deflection. Inbound is by Mountain View. They'll swing it around the horn. Just trying to find something. They can't do inside out because Riverton doesn't respect them. They drive in, puts it up, miss again. Gantenbein with the rebound. That's Casey Walker driving in again and deflected. Bringing it up is Aiden Kelly. He tries to get it in to Clay Sheets, who we're seeing for the first time this year. No, excuse me, to Garrett Jackson. Wrong number. Garrett Jackson. And he's going to lose it out of bounds. It'll be the second turnover today against Riverton. Mountain View gets it at the top of the key. Now goes to Phillips on the right, who's checked in. Up to Dash Matson. He drives in, almost loses the ball, or gets tied up, but is able to get it out to Casey Walker on the left wing. Walker looking inside, has to swing it to Dash Manson. Back to Walker. Back to Manson up top. Swinging it over to Phillips on the right side. Just nothing there. Cross-court pass to Matson. Dash that one. Now gets it over to Walker. Walker drives in and just not in a good position to reach in there was Aiden Kelly. And he's going to get called for the reach. That'll be his first. Team's second. No, actually. No, they waive that. They switch it on that. It's not going to go against Aiden Kelly. They're actually going to now say it was against Jackson. His first, team second. They'll inbound from the right of their own basket. They get into Walker. Cox gets on him. Now Walker drives, puts it up good. Able to split two defenders. And he now has his first points of the game after going 0 for 4. 9-2 in favor of Riverton. They get to Cox. Cox trying a little interior passing with Malachi Smith, and it's stolen away by Mountain View. They get down the court quickly via pass. Matson turns, tries to go baseline, puts it up, good. And 9-4, minute 42 and counting left in the first. Brandon Monroe gets the pass from Josiah Hernandez. Now over to Kelly, hits Malachi. Malachi drives in, puts it up, good. Malachi seeming like he could have his way here. He's perfect from the field, has 6 of the 11 points, and Riverton's lead is now 7. They swing it all the way around, back up top to Walker. Walker looking to drive, drives in, tries interior passing, and he's able to get outside as it got deflected. They find an open three, look, and good. 3 by Carr. That's how Mountain View is going to have to attack this. They're going to have to move the ball and try and find Riverton over pursuing or behind on help. Kelly, top of the key to Cox on the right high block. Takes a head fake, dribbles once, puts it up, no good, blocked. Away comes Mountain View looking to go inside, and they just threw it right to us. That's their first turnover, and then we almost threw it back to Brandon Monroe. Monroe able to save it. Or excuse me, Hernandez saves it. Then Monroe grabs it and then winds up going out of bounds off Monroe. Monroe wanted to go to Malachi Smith. He was covered. And some poor fast break passing by both teams on the past 2 breaks. A little bit, just probably due to some indecisiveness. Inbounds from the sideline with under 30 seconds left in the first. 4-point lead for Riverton. Colangelo to dash Matson. He's 30 feet from the basket. He's trying to drive. Monroe cuts him off, and he has to get up to Phillips. Phillips now trying to drive all the way from half court down the middle. Gets cut off by Hernandez. Gets it back to Madison. Monroe stops him. Then he spins, turns, fires, good. He now has 4 with 4 seconds left. And it's a 2-point game. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. Kelly from deep. No good. About a 26-footer there by Kelly. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. I realize we don't have the scoreboard graphic up. Let's go ahead and put that up. Sorry about that, folks. And as we go to the second, it's 11-7 in favor of Riverton. 11-9, excuse me, in favor of Riverton. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to KTAK 93.9, Wyoming's Big Country coverage of Riverton High School basketball. Just a reminder, a programming note for KTAK. We're going to be with this game, the Riverton Wolverines and Mountain View Buffaloes. Then we'll go just down the street to Lincoln Middle School, and we'll have the Lady Wolverines and Lady Buffaloes tipping off at 4:20 today. Riverton will start with the basketball to start this second quarter. Up by 2. Lead was as much as 7. Inbound to Monroe. He kicks it out to Hernandez. Starters in for Riverton, minus Cox, who Gantbine's in for. Trying another interior passing is Hernandez, and that's going to be turnover number 4 as he was trying to get to Malachi Smith. But then right on the break attempt, Mountain View's going to turn it right back over, and it'll go to Riverton. Kelly bringing it over the timeline, goes to his right to Hernandez. Hernandez to Gantbine on the left wing. Looking inside for Malachi Smith, and they're going to throw it away. Malachi tripped and fell, so 5 turnovers now. So Gantbine, Kelly, Monroe, Hernandez, and Malachi Smith are your Wolverines. Bringing it across the timeline is Dash Matson. Matson goes to Kaiser up top. They finally swing over to Colangelo, and they're just trying to find something inside. They get to Phillips, who's going to start this second quarter for them. Back up top to him. He's looking to his right. Now he has to back out towards midcourt. He's guarded by Kelly. Goes to Kaiser. Now over to Colangelo. Colangelo looking inside for Carr. Carr turns, puts it up good, and we are tied. (11-11) here. Been a game of runs, both teams having them, but also a bit of sloppiness by both teams. Hernandez now kicks out to Gantbine, who has a look at 3, in and out, no good. Rebound by Mountain View. Phillips, the freshman, will bring it over on the right side. Then it goes up top to Carr. Carr to Matson. Finds Colangelo underneath, puts it up. No good, but he's fouled and will go to the line. Nice move there by Colangelo. Let's see who they get the foul on. Be 2 shots. It's going to be the first foul of the day against Hernandez. His first, team first of the quarter. First one is up and no good, and we'll have wholesale changes for Mountain View. Linford's coming in. Number 34, Pitts, is coming in, his first action of the day. And Casey Walker coming back in. That one is up and good by Colangelo. And it is the first lead of the day for Mountain View, 12-11. Smith brings over, goes to Eric Smith, who checked in during that break. He's on the right wing. He's looking inside for Cox. Gets it to him. Cox, easy bucket after he got the pass. Riverton retakes the lead. Setting up their half court. They swing it around all the way to Casey Walker. Now back up top to Colangelo. He shakes his defender, puts a three up. Good by Colangelo. And we have a whistle. It looks like we have a loose shoe, or not a loose shoe, but yes, a shoe running around the school. Now we have untied shoes for Eric Smith, and he's going to tie those up. They blew a whistle. 5:53 to go. It is 15-13 Mountain View. Kelly brings over the timeline on the right, goes to Monroe. Monroe trying to get to Smith, Malachi that is. Now he gives to Cox on the high block. Cox looking inside for Malachi, gets it inside as he crashed the boards, puts it up and good. Malachi now with 8 points. And it is 15-15, tied up. Mountain View cross-court pass, tracked down by Dash. Matson looking to drive, has to kick it out to Linford. Linford trying to hand it off to Casey Walker. He does, and Casey Walker takes up, and Malachi Smith definitely made him think twice on that. And they missed the fall. Get it up to Kelly. Open look for three, no good. Rebound by Mountain View. They'll look to push, and now they'll slow down. They pushed up the half-court line and then slowed it up. Dash Manson will drive in, takes a jumper from 15 feet out, no good. And Riverton comes away with it. 4:38 to play, and it's 15-all. Riverton going to have it swiped, trying to go for that interior passing again. 6th turnover of the day. Now they turn it right back off over on the break. They get to Malachi Smith. He goes up, puts up, and he has 10 now. Malachi having a day, and there is a whistle on the floor as Riverton takes the lead. It will be a full timeout. We'll take it with them with 4:22 left in the first half. It's 17-15 in favor of the Wolverines here on KTAK and WYO Today.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
And welcome back to WYO Today and KTAK. Timeout on the floor, 4:20 to play, 17-15 Riverton. Timeout was by Mountain View. Walker will bring it over, gets it to Matson. Matson to Kaiser. Back over to Walker now on the right wing. Looking inside, deflected away by Garrett Jackson. Mountain View's able to get it, and then they throw it off Eric Smith out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Buffaloes. Riverton's defense being very active, especially in the half court. Kaiser looking to inbound. In man-to-man is Riverton. They've been in it the whole time. He gets it handed back to him after the inbound. They're going to get Malachi Smith on a reach. He's trying to steal it, and then he got behind the guy, and then he just reached in and got a piece of him. Be Malachi's first foul, team second of the quarter. Inbounding will be Kaiser on the far side, gets it into Walker. Walker looking for a backdoor cut, found him, and good. He was looking for Phillips. He found him, he got him, and we are tied once again. Riverton, Gantenbein in the corner now up top. Smith, they'll swing it around. Jackson touches it, and then it winds up with Bo Anderson. Anderson gets inside to Malachi, puts it up, and he traveled. It would have been a potentially and one. We have had 6 lead changes or ties in this game. With 3:32 left in the first, 17-17. Riverton shows maybe a possible look at full court, then drops back to half court, picks up their man-to-man defense right there. Swinging around the horn now. Almost losing control of it. Losing control of it is Matson, but he's able to save it to Phillips. Phillips looking to drive to his left, now his right. Smith gets a hand on it as Walker was trying to get a hold of it. He dishes out for an open look for 3 from Kaiser. He misses, and a whistle is on the rebound attempt. It is going to go against Mountain View. Foul is against number 5. That's Casey Walker. That's his first, team first of the second quarter. Comes with 3:03 left, and we're still knotted up at 17. Smith brings it across the timeline, going to his left, gets it to Gantenbein. Gantenbein to Bo Anderson. Bo Anderson looking to drive. Got a little fancy with the pass there. Tried to drive baseline, then wrap around and throw it, and the Cox was not in position for it. A little too much trickeration there. 8th turnover of the day against the Wolverines. Walker brings it over, going to his left, picked up at half court by Smith. To Phillips at the top of the key. Now over to Dash Matson on the left wing. Matson guarded by Anderson, picks up his dribble, goes to Walker down in the corner. Walker thought about baseline. Smith cut him off, and he pulls out, and they pass all the way around and get it to Linford. And we have a timeout on the floor. It comes with 2:26 left. It'll be a 30-second timeout by Riverton. We'll take it with them and be right back here on Why Today, KTAK. Tie ball game.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And welcome back to KTAK 93.9's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. 3 days of basketball here at the Flaming Gorge. We've got from our networks, we've got Riverton involved in Thermopolis. Lander is, boys are in Douglas, girls are in Lander. We were with the boys in Douglas, Arnie and Taryn are. And then, of course, Wyoming Indians going to be playing in the I just forgot the name of it, but in their invitational, and you can join that 8 games in 2 days with Cody Beers, or 3 days. Looking inside, Mountain View is after the timeout. They hand it off to Walker. He puts up, it's not blocked, but it was, he had to adjust shot because of Malachi Smith, and he misses again. He's 1 of 7 now. Riverton gets it into Bo Anderson, and Bo just a little too aggressive, drove the baseline, and then was losing his dribble, so he kind of widened his stance to get his balance back, and he turns over by stepping on the end line. Turnover number 9 for the Wolverines. We're knotted up at 17, minute 53 and counting left in the first half. Matson brings it over, going to his left, guarded by Smith. Riverton is sagged down into a 2-3 zone. They get it out to Carr. Carr back to Matson. Now up top to Phillips. They swing around to Colangelo. He drives, tries from 12. No good. Rebound by Cox. Riverton bring it up easily. Smith with it on the right wing. Eric drives in, gets it to his older brother. Uses the screen from Eric. 15-footer from Malachi's up and good. And Malachi is a perfect 6 for 6 from the field today. So far, has 12 points on the day. Phillips with it, goes over to the corner to Kaiser. And we're going to have a push against Riverton away from the ball. Let's see who that's going to go against. It's going against Ryan Cox. That'll be his first, team third. Both teams doing well. One team doing extremely well as far as fouls goes. The other team doing pretty well. 3 against Riverton in this quarter, 6 overall. Mountain View's only been called for 2. They throw inside, up and good by Colangelo. Tie ball game again. Smith brings up this time going to his left. Now to Malachi, 25 feet from the basket. Over to Aiden Kelly on the right wing. He drives in. He's going to get poked away, and it is stolen. Looking to drive down. They put it up. Matson on the fast break is good. And Mountain View now has the lead, 21-19. Anderson with it, top of the key. He's looking to drive all the way. He goes to the low block, dribbling a whole lot. Lost control of it, gets it back, puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. Let's see who foul is against. I think they said number 1. Just want to verify that. If that is the case, it's Dash Matson. It is. It's his first, team second. Bo Anderson will go to the line to shoot 2. Looking for his first points of the day. First one on the way. Good. Hit the back iron. Pretty English on it, though. And it bounced forward just slightly and down through the hoop. Comes with 20 seconds left. Riverton looking to tie it here on the second free throw by Bo Anderson. It's on its way, and it is pure. Tie ball game, 21-21. Inbound to Colangelo. Anderson tried to pick him up, but Colangelo goes right past him. And then Bo Anderson from behind is just going to reach in. Ill-advised swipe there. I'm guessing he felt he was a little bit out of position there as he tried to extend full court, so to speak. 4th foul, so no shots. They'll be inbounding. Again, Matson at half court. Now to Colangelo left wing. He looks underneath for Kaiser, and Kaiser's rejected by Malachi Smith. With 9.9 seconds left in the half. Very competitive. Both teams would probably like to clean up a little bit of the sloppiness. As far as Mountain View goes, it's just missing point-blank shots underneath. Of course, Malachi having a lot to say about that. Inbound to Colangelo. He gets to Matson. Matson's going to drive the baseline, puts it up. Good with 4 seconds left. Quickly going to launch it. No good by Monroe. And Mountain View will go into the half up 2. So 23-21 as we go into half. We'll take the break with them. Mountain View on top. We'll be right back with the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on WIO Today and KTAK.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapaho Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
And welcome back to the United States Marine Corps halftime show. At the half, it is 23-21 in favor of Mountain View Buffaloes. Riverton came out very, very strong and looked to be the more fit team in the beginning, but this small, scrappy, athletic team from Mountain View just able to keep clawing, and finally took the lead, and now their athleticism is becoming a bit of an issue. Riverton's having a little hard time, especially when they're picking it up at half court, and especially when it's man-to-man and it's not a guard. All 5 players from Mountain View have the skill set to be guards. They've got the speed, and that has caused some problems at times. Not huge ones, but being able to get past a forward and cause a reach like we saw with Bo and Malachi and things of that nature. As we go to the Rangers scorebook, we see that first for Mountain View, Dash Madsen leads all scorers with 8. Colangelo's right behind him with 6. Casey Walker has 5, and Phillips and Carr has 5. 2 for Phillips and Casey Walker. For Riverton, Malachi Smith has had himself a day so far. Of course, I'm sure he'd trade it for a win right now, but we have a whole half basketball left. He is 6 for 6 from the field for 12 points. Following him is Cox with 4, Kelly with 3, and Anderson with 2. And you do wonder if perhaps they will look to change things up. Riverton, at the very beginning, getting some of these interior passes to Malachi and one to Cox and able to convert that way. Now the smaller athletic team from Mountain View is playing those passing lanes. So you do wonder if you might see a little more traditional style post-up adjustment by Sheets. And we saw a couple times, Cox and Malachi able to back their guy down just so much bigger and so much stronger, back him down and get a shot attempt up. So it'll be interesting to see. But right now, the size advantage that we were talking about is paying dividends for Riverton. But the athleticism and the undersize portion of it is paying dividends for Mountain View. As far as turnovers go, that's where Riverton really, probably why they are down by 2 right now. They have 10 overall to 4 by Mountain View. Foul-wise, we had 6 by Riverton for the entire half, 3 for the entire half by Mountain View, and we had 9 lead changes or ties in the basketball game. So we've got about 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. We're going to pay some bills. We want to thank the United States Marine Corps for sponsoring this halftime show. The few, the proud, the Marines. We'll be right back with the third quarter here on WIO Today in KTAK.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK and Why Today Media's coverage of Riverton basketball. This is the Flaming Gorge. We will start the third with Mountain View leading Riverton 23-21. It'll be Mountain View ball. Riverton will now be going left to right on your radio dial. Inbounding, looking to inbound. Good pressure is Kaiser, and it's going to be thrown all the way. It's going to be tracked down Michelangelo, who saves it to Kaiser. Almost a turnover there. And they get Kaiser in the corner. He's going to take a three. Good. Biggest lead of the day for Mountain View comes with 7:40 to play. Riverton gets it. Cox at the free throw line. Dished out to Monroe for three. No good. Rebound by Malachi Smith. He kicks out to Kelly for three. No good. Tracked down by Kelly. Has to save it. He saves it right to Casey Walker of Mountain View. So it will be Hernandez, Monroe, Cox, Kelly, and Smith for the Riverton Wolverines. Going to bring it over the timeline is Casey Walker. He's hounded by Monroe. Gets it up top of the key to Linford. Linford to Kaiser. Kaiser out to Madsen. Now back up top to Walker. He's looking to drive on Monroe. Good job, Monroe, stay in front of him. But they look for a roll, and they get one. Put up and no good. Rebound offensively missed as well. Two misses in a row by Linford. And Riverton will come away with it. Smith quickly to Monroe in the corner for three. No good. Hernandez for three. Rebounded by Monroe. He stopped. Put up by Malachi after the second offensive rebound. Up and no good, but he is fouled. So Riverton, some good rebounding there off misses. off the Hernandez three, then the two-pointer missed by Monroe. Malachi Smith able to put it up, and he is hacked. He will go to the line. Foul is against number 21. That is Colangelo. It's his first, team first of the quarter. Riverton down 26-21 right now. Smith 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Now 0 for 2. Missed badly on that one off to the right. Barely drew a little bit of the right iron. Takes a couple dribbles. Second one on its way. Too hard, no good. Rebound by Cox. Gets it to Malachi Smith. He puts it up. Soft-handed and good. 3-point deficit to Mountain View, 26-23. Walker brings over, finds Colangelo wide open, and he goes inside, makes an extra pass. Blocked. They'll say it's a foul as Kaiser was looking to put up the two. Foul is against. Nope, they're going to say it was not a shooting foul. Trying to see who they're going to say it was against, as Gantenbein will come in and Eric Smith will come in. It is against number 1. That is, they're saying it's against Eric Smith. I hadn't seen him come in that quickly. But it's his first, team first. Inbound is to Carr. Carr drives into the paint. He's stuck. Little pass to Colangelo. Colangelo puts it up. No good. Rebound by Carr. Carr outside to Matson. Matson harassed by Bo Anderson, who's also checked in. He'll look to spin and drive. I think they're going to get Bo. They are on a push. That's his second, team second. Cox will be subbed out by Garrett Jackson here with 6:11 left in the third. Matson inbounds, so a wide open Casey Walker in the corner for three. He airballed it, and the rebound is going to be last touched by Matson and go out of bounds. Walker couldn't have asked for a more open look from the near corner and shot it a good 2 feet past the basket. He just cannot buy anything right now. He is 1 for 8 from the field. They're going to say it was last. They reversed the call. It's off Riverton. They initially pointed going the other way and looking to drive down, trying to draw a charge. Nope. And they will say it's good and 1. Eric Smith trying to draw a charge, couldn't do it, or did not get the call, I should say. It's his second, team third. He'll send Kaiser to the line to shoot one. This will actually be their first free throw, third free throw attempt of the day. They're 1 of 2. Those were by Colangelo. Kaiser's first trip to the line. He has 5 points, all in the second half. Shot is on its way. Good. And it's now out to a 6-point lead, 29-23. Colangelo and Kaiser are going to come out. Phillips coming in, and it looks like who's number 34? Pitts. Riverton in the half court. Gantenbein to Smith up top. Smith swings it to the right to Jackson. Looking to go on a bounce pass to Gantenbein. Went off the foot of Pitts in Mountain View. So it'll be Riverton ball on their own baseline. 5:45 to play in the third. Anderson with it, trying to inbound to a cutting Jackson, and it's stolen away. He loses control of it, does Phillips, and they're going to kick it out to Matson for an open three. Good. (32-23) in favor of Mountain View. Smith brings it to his right, gets Gantenbein. Gantenbein up top to Jackson. Back to Smith on the right wing. Cross court to the left wing to Jackson. Jackson looking to drive, drives in. Garrett stops, pops from 8, no good. Rebound by Mountain View. And it looks like we're about to get a healthy dose of starters back in. Walker trying to drive, trips. They kick it out to Matson for 3, no good. Cox with the rebound. Cox to Smith. Smith coming down the right side to Jackson on the wing. and they look to feed just a little too late with the pass. He's looking to get it on the low block back to Eric Smith, and you want to do that when Eric's running into the low block so he can just grab it and lay it up, and Jackson held on to the pass until Smith was already there. Of course, with that, you negate his speed because the guy only has to catch up 2 feet, and he deflected it out of bounds. Hernandez into Kelly. Now to Smith on the low block. He puts it up. First field goal miss of the day. Cox almost with the rebound, and with that effort, he'll cause it to go out of bounds off of Mountain View. Inbound is the low block to Smith. Out to Hernandez. Hernandez out to Garrett Jackson for 3. No good. Cox with the rebound. And it's going to get ripped away, and it's going to go over to Mountain View on the out of bounds. 1 field goal so far in the third quarter for Riverton. 4:31 to play in the third. It's Jackson, Hernandez, Cox, Kelly, and Smith. Malachi, that is. For Riverton, Matson brings it over timeline, picks up his dribble well away from the basket. Hernandez hounds him. He has to give it up. They get it to Colangelo. Now back up top to Phillips. Phillips looking to drive right, now left. Hands it off to Kaiser. Kaiser drives in, lowers the shoulder, no call, misses the shot, and Riverton comes away with it. Hernandez quickly to Cox. Now on the wing, back out to Hernandez. He'll set up the offense. Drives to his left, picks up his dribble. Up top to Jackson. Jackson dribbles in, now picks it up at the elbow, gets it back out to Hernandez. Hernandez will pull out and reset. 32-23, 9-point deficit, largest of the day for either team. Smith gets on the wing. Now he drives in, puts it up. Oh, hit every bit of iron and no good, but he will go to the line to shoot 2. He is 0 of 3, though, from the line. Foul is against number 3, Kaiser. That's his second, team second. First free throw on the way. Much like the shot, hit every bit of iron, but could not find the bottom of the bucket. Smith and Monroe coming in for Hernandez and Jackson. Riverton with 2 points so far in the third. They drive down. Matson quickly after their missed free throw puts it up, no good. Rebound by Mountain View, put up by Colangelo, no good. Riverton comes away with it. And on a long pass attempt, it's going to be deflected. You hear the parents and family and friends of Mountain View Buffaloes. They're happy with the effort there. It'll be out of bounds on the sideline. Monroe will take it out. Gets it to Kelly. Kelly to Monroe on the far sideline. He drives in, puts up a layup, no good. Rebound by Cox. Out to Eric Smith. Smith to Smith is to Malachi. Back out to Eric for a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound is by Monroe. He misses the first one, misses the second one, and then loses the rebound. Matson brings over the timeline, kicks it out to Carr. Swing it to Kaiser, who's going to shoot a 3. Left it a little off target. Rebound by Riverton. Monroe bringing it down the left side. 2:39 to 5 to play. Excuse me, we got poles in the way of the seconds. So we're having to lean away from that. To Kelly, back to Smith on the left wing. Now he'll bring it to the G in Green River where we're playing and set the play. Goes to his older brother on the right elbow. Or I shouldn't say right elbow, about 5 feet from it on the three-point line. Gets it Monroe in the corner. He drives down, gets stopped, gets Kelly on the high block. Kelly to Smith. Smith drives in. He gets stuck now. Has to get it out to Eric Smith. Smith drives, trying to get to Malachi, does. Malachi back to Smith, back to his brother. Looking for Cox, and they're going to turn it over. And Matson going all the way coast to coast, good. It was 23-21 in favor of Mountain View. It's now 34-23, 11-point deficit. This quarter has belonged to the Buffaloes. here as we go under a minute and a half left on it. And they're going to dive for it, and they got a steal again, but as he was getting up, he walked. So it's 12th turnover and 5th turnover, both teams turning it over. But good effort there, and it's kind of reminiscent of last year's Riverton team as far as a little bit undersized, but scrappy and quick and active hands in the passing lanes. Monroe inbounds to Kelly. Kelly to Gantenbein. Gantenbein will drive in, puts it up. Thought he was hit. Nope, and they'll say at last was touched by Malachi Smith out of bounds and go over to Mountain View. Matson gets the pass, comes over the timeline, gets up top to Kaiser. Kaiser takes one dribble, goes to Colangelo on left wing, back up top to Matson. Matson looking to drive, does to the low block. He's cut off, kicks it out to Linford, who drives in, and he's going to be fouled. It'll be the 5th team foul against Riverton. It's going against Kelly. That is his 2nd. Linford looking for his first points of the day. First one on the way, up and good. (35-23). Second one on its way is up and good as well. And it's now a 13-point deficit with 54 seconds left in the third. Eric Smith to Bo Anderson. Anderson looks inside, now dribbles up towards the top and gets it to Smith. Eric goes to his left to Monroe. Monroe on the wing, looks inside, trying to get to Gantenbein. They're going to say it was deflected out of bounds by Kaiser of Mountain View. 38.7 seconds left in the third. A quarter that has belonged 100% to Mountain View. Inbound is Eric Smith. He launches a three. Good. Maybe that'll spur something on. Back to 10. You'd love to get this single digits. Going to the fourth. 25 seconds left to Phillips up top. 20 seconds left in the third. He gets it to Kaiser, who was on a pick and roll, and he missed. Good job by Bo Anderson to just make him rethink the shot and make him hesitate. They get to Gantenbein. He runs in, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Smith. Malachi up and good. Going to try and get a last-second heave. Are they going to get off? They do. Phillips for three, no good. So able to get it under that is 36-28. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Riverton trailing by 8, needing a late comeback here in the fourth. Catch it all on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Rohbacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. We are at day one and game one for Riverton at the Flaming Gorge. They start tipped off, not kicked off, at 1 o'clock. And the girls will follow, looks like, depending on time, it'll be about 2 hours, maybe a little bit more afterwards at 4:20 at different location. So Riverton will start the quarter with the ball going right, left to right on your radio dial. Kelly's going to shoot a three. Good! I was just about to say maybe that little flurry at the end to get under 10 will help. Will carry over after third quarter. Just missed shots, and now it's down to 5, just like that. 31-36. Mountain View in the half court. Works around the horn. Matson now with it up top. Looking to drive. Gets a pick from Kaiser. Drives underneath. Stopped by Hernandez. Dishes it out to Linford. Linford gets it to Walker. Walker drives in. Tries to put it over Malachi Smith. Can't do it. And it will go over to Riverton, looking to cut even further down. They find an open Monroe in the corner. Good closeout, so he has to do the dribble. He drives into the paint, puts up an 8-footer. Good by Monroe, Brandon Monroe. His first 2 points of the day, and it's now a 3, just like that, in about 2 minutes worth of play, down to 3 points. 36-33. 6:55 left. Dash going to pull in and take a 15-foot jumper up and good. Very much needed there for Mountain View. Back out to a 5-point game. Looking to drive as Hernandez puts off the backboard and good. No one called ball, evidently, and stopped the ball. Hernandez takes it all the way in and up and good. Back down to a 3-point game. 38-35, 6.5 minutes left. To Phillips, now to Matson. Matson going to try and drive. Thought about step back, then gets it to Kaiser. Kaiser stuck in the paint, has to get it out to Matson towards half court. On the left side, Matson now looking to drive down the left, cut off, gets it up top to Linford. Casey Walker with it now, gets the free throw line, dishes out to Kaiser, who hits the 3. Great ball movement there to get the open look, and it's back out to a 6-point lead, 41-35. They get quickly to Monroe. He shoots a 3, and it hops off the rim and over the backboard. Might have wanted to stay patient there a little bit, and it'll go over to Mountain View with 5:55 to go. Eric Smith will join Bo Anderson coming in. They'll join Aiden Kelly, Cox, and Malachi Smith in the game. And I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of the big guys, especially in for a lot of time, just defensively. They've been able to make a lot of misses up close for Mountain View just by making them adjust the shot. Swing around the horn, looking to drive in, and we're going to get a push away from the ball. Not what you want to see away from the ball, especially. Foul is against number 20. Oh, I didn't see the foul. That's Bo Anderson. That's his 3rd. You appreciate the effort, but not away from the ball. Their inbound is to Carr. Carr dribbles up the free throw line, then gets it to a drive by, I'm sorry, I froze on the name, to Kaiser, and Aiden Kelly will draw the charge against Kaiser. Be his 3rd. Team first of the 4th. So it remains 6-point lead, 35-41. Eric Smith gets it cross court on pass to Malachi. Back to Eric. Eric looking to drive, stops from 18, shoots, no good. Malachi Smith able to take it away from the rebounder, puts it up and good. Nicely done by Malachi. And we're back within 4 is Riverton, 41-37. And we're going to have a timeout by Mountain View. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be right back. It's 41-37. Mountain View on top with 5:07 left in regulation on KTAK.
Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And welcome back. Mountain View out of the full timeout. They inbounded Colangelo from the far sideline. He gives up to Matson. Matson looking to drive. He's guarded by Anderson. Anderson's joined by Gantenbein, Kelly, Eric Smith, and Ryan Cox. Looking to drive is number 5. He just can't buy a bucket, it seems. Casey Walker misses again. Riverton's Anderson comes away with it. Gets it over to Kelly. Kelly up top to Smith. Looking to cut in this 4-point lead. Lazy pass to Gantenbein, almost deflected, but he's able to get it. He drives in, puts it up, no good. And Ryan Cox goes down. He got finger in the eye, no foul. Lost control of it, though, going for the rebound. And Mountain View comes away with it. They've got Carr outside to Walker. Walker now to Colangelo. He'll look to drive. They all collapse on him. Now they may be able to swing it around, get an open shot, but deflected pass by Bo Anderson going for Casey Walker makes him reset. Walker looking to drive. Walker picks up his dribble, has to get to Colangelo way up towards half court, who gets over to Matson on the left wing. 4 minutes. Over to Carr. Carr hands it off to Kaiser. He drives in, puts it up. No good. They'll call the block, though. Block is going to go against Aiden Kelly. It's his third, team second of the fourth quarter. Kaiser will go to the line to shoot 2. He is 1 for 1 on the day. It's up and good. Back out to a 5-point lead. $10 points now for Kaiser on the day, all in the second half. Takes a couple slow dribbles, puts it up, and good. Back out to the 6-point lead they just had, 43-37, 3:47, 3:46 to play. To Malachi Smith from Eric. Malachi going to shoot from 15, no good, not really his bread and butter. And we're going to have a whistle on the rebound. It's going to go against Riverton with 3:39 left. Foul is against Bo Anderson. It's his fourth. Team third. Inbound in the backcourt to Matson. Token pressure by Anderson. Anderson got to watch. He's about to foul out for the second time this year, or at least the second game I've seen him in, of 3. Gets up top to Matson. Anderson, good closeout there. Screened by Kaiser. Matson keeps it, though, and now dishes out to Carr. 3:13. Carr with it. Hands it to Kaiser. To Matson. And now what Mountain View is doing now is why I think Wyoming past the shot clock is coming in the next season or two, because they're not looking to get towards the basket at all, really, unless it's just wide open there, I think, because there's now 2:50 left. They still have it. Kaiser up top, hands it to Carr. Carr looking to drive. It's open, and he's going to get called for a charge. Is that Monroe who drew it? No, it's Hernandez who drew it. Foul will go against, let's see here. I think the foul is going to go against Carr. It is. It's only his first. He's been relatively unheard of. Team second, by the way, in the fourth. In the second half, he had 5 at half. He hasn't even attempted a shot that was valid, except for the one on the charge there in the entire second half. Gantenbein to Hernandez. He almost lost it, though. Long pass to Monroe. Monroe on the wing, and he's going to get called for a travel. Turnover number 13 of the day, and not good. 2:24 left, 6-point lead. Mountain View's shown the ability to take seconds off the clock. Inbound is Colangelo. He brings over the timeline. They had a streaking open Linford, but instead of going to him, Colangelo is going to take it all the way up and good. He now has 8 on the day, and the lead is 8. Quickly underneath the Hernandez, out to Monroe for 3. No good. Hernandez gets the rebound, though. Hernandez driving, trying to get to Monroe. Does on the wing. Monroe to Smith. And it's going to be stolen away by Mountain View, and Mountain View fans in front of us want a foul. Matson wants it too. As it come over, they're just going to say it went out of bounds off of Eric Smith with 1:48 to go and an 8-point deficit. Get into Phillips. Phillips up top to Linford on the wing. Linford looking for Madison, has to dribble to stop the 5 seconds. He hands it off to Phillips, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Let's see here. We're waiting to see if it's going to be a full or a 30. So we have an idea here. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. It's 45-37 in favor of Mountain View here from the Flaming Gorge on KTAK and WYO Today.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
And welcome back out of the timeout. They've gotten it to Casey Walker. He drives in the paint. Now he's stuck. Gets to Colangelo. Colangelo walked. Oh, they're going to get 3 seconds. He drug the pivot foot as well, but they're going to get the 3-second call against Walker. Minute 23, 8-point deficit. You need some threes and some fouls. Trying to look through here and see if there's someone you might want to foul. Definitely not Kaiser. He's perfect on the day from the free throw line. He's really the only one with multiple shot attempts. To Gantenbein, now to Smith. Now Smith gets up top to Monroe. Monroe trying to get to a streaking Hernandez, unable to do so. And it's going to be a turnover. As we get to 60 seconds left, they get inbounds to Matson. Or up court to Matson. Matson to Kaiser. Kaiser Colangelo. And Colangelo's going to be fouled by Malachi Smith. It'll be his third, team fourth, or team fifth maybe. Let's see here. Nope, it's team fourth, so not going line yet. Next foul they will, 54.1. And I'm telling you, this what's the call? They're going to get Monroe on a foul before the ball was inbounded, and it will send Matson to the line. He's not shot a free throw today. He has 15 points, and he misses the first. Matson about to attempt the second. It's on its way. Good. So not technically just 3 possessions, but 3 big ones. And that's if they're not answered. Under 50 seconds left. Smith brings over the timeline, and he just loses control of it. And it's taken away. Casey Walker, under 40 seconds left. Matson with it. Doesn't look like they're going to foul. You're going to play aggressively. I think they're going to get Monroe on a reach there as Walker was trying to cut over. That's exactly who they're going to get. It'll be his third. Team over the limit now. It'll send Casey Walker to the line, who has 2 points coming in the first quarter, a bunch of shots, and the first free throw is up and good. So that's probably going to seal the victory here, most likely. It was already going to take some stretch. Riverton just that third quarter just bit them a bit. They were able to get back, but not come all the way back. Walker hits the second, extends it to a 11-point lead. The Mountain View faithful salute their team as we'll have a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them and be right back here with 32.4 seconds left on KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back. Inbounded by Riverton. They took the timeout under 30 seconds to go, down by 11. Up top to Monroe, shoots a three. Good. Now it's 5 on the day, 48-40. Inbounded by Mountain View. Long pass. They almost caught up to it and intercepted, but unable to do so. We're under 10 seconds left, and Blake Gantenbein's going to get a foul call to be his first. Team over the limit, so it'll send Matson to the line where he's 1 of 2 on the day. 8.9 seconds left. A reminder that once we're going to go to the Clicker Ticket postgame show. Don't want to miss that. Matson misses the first one. And then we're going to go off the air for an hour or so, maybe 2. And we'll pick it up with the Lady Wolverines facing the Lady Buffaloes of Mountain View over at Lincoln Middle School as Matson hits the second. Extends the lead back out to 9 with 7. Fires a long 3, no good. Rebound by Hernandez, gets to Smith. Long 3 as time expires, good. So adds a little more respectability, I guess, to it. But your final will be Mountain View 49, Riverton 43. We'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on WYO Today and KTAK.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on WYO Today, and we are joined by our Papa Murphy's player of the game, Malachi Smith. Malachi, a tough one, got off to a good start, and it looked like you had the size advantage, like I was saying off air. You started 6 for 6. How were you feeling in the first half?
I was feeling good. You know, just had to come out strong, hopefully try and come out with some competitiveness.
Well, what it looked like from up here, and I wanted to get your take being a postman and whatnot, it looked like where they really started to battle back and get that lead was Mountain View was playing the passing lanes extremely well for the undersized squad.
Yeah, they're playing physical, so watch that.
Okay, now, and as one of the team leaders, y'all have got to put this in the rearview mirror because you got 2 more games ahead of you. Neither one of them going to be easy.
Yeah.
You know, the neighbors from Hot Springs, Thermopolis tomorrow, would love to beat Riverton. How do y'all go about putting this behind you in such quick fashion?
You know, we got to just look ahead. We got 2 more games. They're going to be better than this team, so we just got to compete.
All right, and again, it seems like out there a lot of times with some of the passing that you and your younger brother are just kind of on just a different chemistry. Is that from just growing up together and working in the backyard, so to speak, and just you know what each other's thinking?
Yeah, we've been playing together since we were kids, so it's just brothers.
Now you made me feel old because you just said since you were kids here. But congratulations, Papa Murphy's player of the game, 18 points on the day. Another great performance by you. And one of the things I want to ask you, you weren't getting a lot of blocks here, but one of the things is you don't get discouraged, I hope, because one of the things you were able to do was affect shots all day long.
Yeah, it was tough. I had to stick to my guy. He was shooting pretty well outside, so they try to pull me away from the basket.
And I can tell you, number 5, Casey Walker, never wants to see you again.
Yeah.
Because he's a pretty decent point scorer for him, drove the lane many times, saw your big hand coming at him, and just started. He was one of like 9 to start the game, so good job with that. Well, we won't keep you up. I know y'all drove down here this morning. You probably want to get some rest and get some food in you. Yeah. Once again, congratulations to Papa Murphy's player of the game. They give you a free pizza, and we'll be right back here on WYO Today.
Thank you.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
All right, and welcome back. Well, again, congratulations to Malachi Smith, Papa Murphy's player of the game. We're joined by Coach Sheets. Coach, great start, especially in the post. And it looked like, and just helped my amateur eyes, that they really started overplaying the passing lanes, and that started to kind of get their defense going.
Well, both of us have amateur eyes after that game. Yeah, I mean, we came out, we were pretty aggressive, and then we just turned it off. You know what I mean? That was the frustrating part. I felt like it was more just kind of us not doing things that we need to do well as far as passing, cutting. The ball wasn't moving. It was kind of sticking. You know what I mean? And they did a good job probably, maybe pushing us a little bit out of good post position. So I would say they did do a pretty good job being physical in the post. After that, I just a little disappointed with how competitive we were, after the start of the game. And then we just kind of, like I said, turned off the spigot.
Well, people always ask how you got to play 2 more games, put this in the rear view. How do you as a coach put this kind of on the back burner and get ready for a team from Hot Springs that would love nothing more than to beat the 4A team from right next door?
Well, they're going to beat us if we play like we did today. I mean, they'll beat us by 30. They're better. They're far better than Mountain View. They've got better athletes. They've got college caliber athletes that can dunk on you in transition. 2 guys scoring 24 points and another one scoring 13 or 14. I mean, they're really good. We played them over at Jackson. In a preseason thing, and they smoked us. So if we play like this we played today, it'll be a 30-point game. Won't even be close.
And what can a coach do with such a small window? You got to get guys fed. You got to get them recovered. You got to get them ready for them. What is kind of your plan? What are some of the things that you'll use to try and just emphasize? I know turnovers had to probably bite you too. So
they did. I just felt like I didn't see the competitive fire for a good part of the game. We had small glimpses. Where we were kind of, trying to play hard, and then it just looked like we were very content to be content. We're fine being fine. So that's on us as coaches to figure out how to kind of get that through to where we're, competitive the whole game. We started off good, and yeah, I mean, we made a spurt run there, but it's kind of too little too late. When you don't do things well, I mean, defensively we were just really bad. Our fundamentals, we're doing stuff that we shouldn't be doing in our defense. And part of that is when you're not making shots, you feel a little pressure to kind of gamble a little bit. And I felt like we gambled in not in good ways either.
Well, we appreciate you coming up here. You never have to, but we always appreciate you coming up here and talking with us. And we'll be with them tomorrow. And now we're going to go drive to the middle school and call the girls' games. Thank you again, Coach Sheets. And we're going to wrap it up. Your leading scorer for Riverton with 18 was Malachi Smith. I'm going to try and give them to you real quick. Eric Smith had 6. Kelly had 6. Hernandez with 2. 5 by Brandon Monroe. Anderson with 2. And then Cox with 4. And you heard it. Yeah, tune in tomorrow if you're a Thermopolis fan and you love basketball, or you just love basketball. Riverton versus Thermopolis. Thermopolis jumping down to 2A, and they've got an extremely good team. So we'll join them then. For Cameraman Connor. This has been Kevin Shields. We also want to thank Rusty Harris back at the mothership for helping us out with the board work. And we'll be headed over to Lincoln Middle and for the girls' game here on WYO Today and KTAK.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.